dream job, honestly. I feel like out of anybody, I received the most. So my grades were never, overachiever, A+, A+, A+.
Okay, wait, where did you go to college?
MIT.
Oh, it's the clock of England. I got it?
Yes, but what's it called?
Oh, the big dumb clock. Welcome. Thank you for watching today's Taipei Tonight Show. I am your host, Dennis Nieh. Now today we have a very special guest coming your way. We had a lot of requests from all of you out there hoping that she would come on the show. And today we finally got it to happen. Now she is a very talented TV host, personality, musician, actress, you name it, she's done it. She is the incredible travel show host and the beautiful, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest, Miss Janet Hsieh. My good friend, finally, we got you here in the studio. Sit. Oh, we have so many requests. We're like, hey, when is Janet coming on the show? Oh my God.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy to finally
And
be able to do this.
the beautiful, iconic Janet smile. Oh, you see that smile and you're happy. In Mandarin we call it 有感染力. It's contagious.
Oh, thank you.
You bring it to people. You're probably one of the most legendary Asian travel show hosts that redefined that whole landscape. It was amazing.
Thank you.
Your career has been awesome, winning your Golden Bell Award, different travel shows from Asia, and then you ventured out into other parts of the world with Fun Taiwan. Also, there's a challenge or
oh yes, Fun Taiwan Challenge, All Stars. I have a new one now called Offsite Adventures.
Oh, my goodness.
But I've been extremely lucky. Honestly, it's like this has been my dream job since I was born, basically. And so to be able to do something that you love that much, and that it's just a core of me. I would have been traveling anyways. And then to have this opportunity to be able to share it with everybody. And then, as a travel show host, you have access to all these things that you wouldn't normally have access to. Mm-hmm. So it was a dream job, honestly. I feel like out of anybody, I received the most, from this.
And the whole thing, it fits you like a glove.
Yeah, it really did.
To most people's surprise, you have so many fans out there. In the studio, there's a lot of fans of yours, right?
Thank you.
But you're a girl from Texas.
Yes, yeehaw.
And right? And then went to school in Boston.
Uh-huh.
We met when you first landed in Taiwan, not too long after. But tell us about this journey.
Well, when I met you, my Chinese was awful. It was really, really bad. I would get we would go to the beach and be like, oh my gosh, 好漂亮，到处都是很漂亮的舌头。舌头 everyone's like, ugh, 什么东西
Tongue everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, 石头. Oh, stone. 石头 is stone. 舌头 is tongue. All right, our little Mandarin class today.
Yes, little things like that to me sound the same, but then it was a huge difference, right?
Yeah.
So my Chinese was pretty bad back then, but it was also kind of the novelty of it, right? It's like this, this ABC who's coming to Taiwan, and I could speak Taiwanese.
Your Taiwanese is amazing.
My Taiwanese is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I grew up speaking it.
How did this Texan girl speak Taiwanese? What was it like growing up? What part of Texas and what was it like there?
From Houston.
Okay.
So my parents are both Taiwanese. My mom is from Taipei. My dad's from Kaohsiung.
Mm-hmm.
And then my grandma's from Kaohsiung. So we basically were raised, partly with my grandma.
Okay.
And so my grandmother would always speak to us in Taiwanese. She spoke Taiwanese, Japanese, and English. Those were her three languages.
Okay. All right. So she grew up with their grandmother, Ama, right?
Ama.
In Taiwanese, it's Ama. Ama brought you up. So you had that exposure to the language. That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then growing up, what kind of, you're like one of those super achiever Asian kids, right?
I really was not. I was always curious.
Okay.
I feel like my natural tendencies are just to ask tons of questions and just to be naturally curious about things.
Okay.
So my grades were never, they were not your typical Asian, overachiever, A+, A+, A+.
Okay. Wait, where did you go to college?
MIT.
You're right. Okay, yeah, not your average super achiever, A plus, A plus, A plus. Okay, she had an A in there somewhere. Kind of, she had an A. You went to MIT.
I have never been so embarrassed to say MIT after my previous. I'm usually like, yeah, I went to MIT. After saying that, I was like, yeah, fine, I went to MIT. Yeah, I definitely pushed myself hard, but my fellow classmates were geniuses. I mean, like they would graduate from MIT in 4 years with graduate degrees in 4 different majors. You know, like the people around me were true geniuses.
Like smartest of the smart, right?
Well,
that would be in that
yes,
class?
they currently they are now
too.
some of the top technical, you know, in any of the Silicon Valley, you know, companies.
Yeah.
They are the heads of, they're there. They're, you know, they founded companies, et cetera, et cetera.
And then not only just academically, you went to MIT, and then you're multi-talented. We saw you hosting and everything. And then you also play the violin. You're musically talented. You are that poster.
No, I'm really not. I'm really not. And I say that with genuine sincerity because I don't want people to try to achieve to be something like that they're not, or that it's not natural to them. Like for me, I'm not saying that it was easy. I'm just saying I naturally gravitated towards, you know, violin because I loved performance. You know, I graduated towards medicine because I loved biology. I loved dissecting things. But I failed at many things. I failed at more things than I have succeeded in. And I feel like it's those failures that I wasn't afraid to fail. I wasn't afraid to try and fail. And I have. You just haven't heard about them or you haven't seen them. But it was through those failures that I was able to find the things that I was good at, and then I could focus on those things and then be better at those things.
Well, there's a famous quote, you know, you learn nothing from success.
Yeah.
It's the failures.
Yeah. Right.
So you play violin. So we have this violin for you today. You can try. No,
I was gonna say,
we wanted you to play some violin for us today.
You know when somebody has been practicing violin when their nails are short. Look at how long my nails are. I don't have a hickey here from my violin, so you know I have not been practicing.
Right.
But next time, I promise.
Yeah, we did that.
We did.
We did a show.
Yes, we did.
We did a show for the Golden Bell
Awards.
right?
Yes.
Check it out. That's when we were performing for the Golden Bell.
Yep, there's me, there's Dennis.
That
was the first time I had to sing on stage.
That's right, you sing
too. Yes. No, I do not sing. I had to sing.
See, we've done so many things together. It's so fun. But from Houston, how'd you end up here? And then, so when we first met, you haven't started Fun Taiwan yet.
No.
So how did that journey come along?
So I came to Taiwan as an internship. So with a medical internship, I was working in Tianmu Fire Department. And I was an EMT. Yeah, so that was kind of my career. I wanted to work in medicine. I wanted to do Doctors Without Borders.
Really?
I wanted to travel.
Wow. So you were getting ready to, you know, do the clear.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I love that stuff.
That's so different from and then what happened?
I thrive on that kind of energy and that I guess kind of inconsistency. You don't know what's going to come in, right? So I love that every day is different. You know, you have to be alert and ready all the time. So I've always kind of craved that energy and the travel. So I wanted to do Doctors Without Borders because then you're experiencing different places. That's why I also gravitated towards languages. Right, so I knew Spanish. I could speak Spanish. I wanted to come to Taiwan so I could learn Mandarin because, you know, so much of the world speaks Mandarin, Spanish, and English, right? So I did that. I came to Taiwan, and then when I was here, somebody asked me to do a commercial, and I was like, oh, this is really fun. That commercial was 2 months of my salary in Taiwan. So I was like, oh, this is great. This is awesome. It was an underwear commercial. So my mom was like,
wow.
My mom basically said in Taiwan, he's like, "你被哄骗去了," like you're basically getting tricked. Like
it's
please,
a scam.
Yeah, it's a
Don't
scam.
do it.
It's like, please come home. But it was a legitimate commercial. It turned out well, and I really didn't think that I was going to do anything else. But I'd gone back to medical school by this point. I went back to Texas, and I started getting all these phone calls from Taiwan and agents. And one of the agents was like, "Hey, you should meet this director Chen." And I don't know names. I don't know anybody. So I was like, oh, Director Chen, okay. You know, they said, we'll fly you to Hong Kong. I was like, great, this is amazing. Again, any excuse to travel. I came, and then when the director walked in, everybody was kind of like, oh my gosh, Director Chen, everyone was so nervous. I'm like, who is this guy? Why is everybody so nervous?
Who's
and
Director Chen?
They walked in, and I was like, oh, You're Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan?
Yes, it was Chen Long.
Wow.
Director Chen Long. I didn't know Chen Long 这个名字. Like I didn't know Chen Long.
So Jackie Chan flew you to Hong Kong.
His team flew me to Hong Kong to meet him.
Wow.
Yeah, and after that I was like, oh, this is awesome. Jackie Chan. He's awesome. I was like, so where's this director Chen guy?
You're asking Jackie.
And he's like, that's me. That's
oh my
me.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was just one of those things. A lot of times, I feel like opportunities come to you when you're willing to accept them, right? When you're open to the idea.
Yeah.
And so while I was at medical school, this thing happened. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. Why not just come here and see what this is? And if it doesn't work out, then I will go back.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, I gave myself and my parents and my sanity. I retook the MCATs.
Oh, wow.
To prove to myself that, okay, it was a way to convince my parents that I'm not throwing away my life. It was also a way to convince myself that I had a backup plan.
Oh, good for you.
Right?
Yeah.
So I knew that if this thing didn't work out, then I could always go back to medical school. And it wasn't like, I'm retreating. I was like, I wanted to go back.
Yeah. That is so awesome. And then later on, but you had a chance to come to Taiwan.
I did.
And then you worked on, like you said, Fun Taiwan, Challenge, Adventure, and
Yes.
all. You went to a lot of places.
Yeah.
You've been all over the place. What are some of the memorable places you've been to?
Well, we went to Jade Mountain. We climbed Jade Mountain.
That's the highest peak in Taiwan.
In Taiwan.
Okay.
Beautiful mountain range. Highly recommend it. We went there in the middle of winter, which was the most dangerous time.
Yeah,
yes.
I did that one time, actually, with our director.
Yeah.
Our director, he wasn't into mountain climbing yet. I went, I brought, that was the first time to climb the mountain.
Beautiful?
It's gorgeous.
Taiwan has the most beautiful landscapes.
Yes.
It really does. And you can get there within like a couple hours drive. It's amazing. And then another couple hours drive, you're on the beach.
So all over Taiwan, you know it inside and out.
Yes, I do.
Other places?
Yeah, so we went to, I think, over 40 countries.
Wow.
So Antarctica being one of the countries, which is not a country.
Okay.
But yeah, we've been very fortunate to.
And
to
Antarctica, not just for work. Did you get married there?
I did get married there. Yeah.
What a cool place to get. She got married in Antarctica.
Literally cool. Literally cool.
Literally freezing. Right?
This is another one of those things where, okay, I cannot plan a wedding for my life. Like wedding planning is like, it's just way beyond my, the realm of my brain, right? It's just too many details of things that I don't know how to control. Whereas planning a trip is easy, right? So for me, planning a trip to Antarctica with my friends was super easy. So when we planned the wedding, we didn't actually tell our friends that it was a wedding until we were sure that they wanted to go to Antarctica, because it's a long trip. It's a big commitment.
It's kind of far.
The
commute's
kind of
kind of tough. Yeah.
It's not cheap either.
No.
And it's an adventure, right? There's risks.
Yeah.
So we made sure that we invited everybody and said like, okay, who wants to go? And then once they said, okay, yeah, we're interested, and then we're like, okay, by the way, we're getting married there. And it was great because then you invited everybody, so you don't actually insult anybody by not inviting them to your wedding.
Right.
It's an automatic filtering system of who can come.
Of who's in, who's not, right?
Right.
Okay.
And it was just an amazing place. Like we didn't have to. You can't bring anything to Antarctica. Like our wedding was on the snow, on a glacier, surrounded by penguins, looking at icebergs, and you don't need anything because that was the chapel, that was that was everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that for me is the perfect kind of wedding that I could ask for.
All right. So I know a lot of people, but you're probably the one person that's been to the most spots or places or destinations in the world. So I would imagine you know your stuff. Today with Janet, we're gonna have a new segment. We're gonna play Travel Pictionary. Let's go. Travel Pictionary, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like this is your genre.
I kind of want to do charades. I think. Okay, what building am I?
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. We should do that next time. All right, so we got a whiteboard or paper here. We got 60 seconds on the clock.
Okay.
Right, you have your
Yes.
you have your places. So you'll draw and I'll guess.
Okay,
right?
so all five of them.
All five of them.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, so we're kind of a team then.
Well,
Sort of.
Well, sort of. So so I guess if we don't do well, okay, we'll do well. If we do well, I think maybe we should have our own travel show. Huh?
Okay, okay.
All right.
We go to all these destinations.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
You're right. Okay, so you'll go first. All right. Let me see. Let me see how good am I at guessing, or how good
am I
are
at
you
drawing?
at drawing. All right, here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go. All right. It's Taipei 101. Oh, it's the clock of England. I got it?
Yes, but what's it called?
Oh, the big dumb clock. What is it? The clock of England?
No!
What?
No!
What? What am I missing? The smiling clock?
No!
The big bear. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next. Okay, mountain. It's a river. It's Great Wall of China.
Yes.
Oh, hey! All right. Here we go. Next. So somewhere over the rainbow. The Sydney Opera House. See!
Yeah.
Sydney Opera. Woo! Okay. Oh, the Stonehenge. Yes.
Oh, this one's hard.
Okay. Is this the one in France? Is this Niagara Falls?
Yes.
Really? I am. Whoops. That's it.
I'm impressed.
Oh, it's 50 seconds. I got it. I got all 5. Woo!
Not bad.
That was incredible.
I'm surprised
This is-
you could tell that was Niagara Falls.
Who else knows this is Niagara Falls? Nobody knows. Oh wow! Hey, you and I make a good team.
I agree.
I can understand you.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah,
get
you
you.
got me.
I get you. Wow, you're really good. I don't know if I could beat that. All right, okay, my turn.
Okay.
Oh boy, this is gonna be hard. Okay, timer on the clock, 60 seconds. Let's go. All right.
A railroad track, Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, this is okay. I got this.
Rocket ship, the Queen. Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
Okay. Pyramids. Of Giza.
Yes. A pyramid. Oh, this is going to be hard. Oh boy.
The moon. What
this
is
is gonna be
that?
hard.
The safari? What in the world is that? Okay, the badminton. Wimbledon. Super Bowl station. Soccer.
Oh my
World
God.
Cup. A stadium. What stadium? Is it a stadium? Yes, it's a stadium. Okay. A horse. Is that a horse?
Oh no, I'm stuck. What do I do?
It's not
What else is
Wimbledon.
there?
It's not.
What else is there? Is it time? This time. 60 seconds is up. Anybody else get this? This is
Manchester.
This is the guy with the sword. This is the guy with the steel ball, and then this is a lion. It's the Colosseum.
No. Oh my God. No.
Am I that far off from a Colosseum? Oh.
That is a hard one.
I probably wouldn't have guessed this either. It is hard. All right, travel Pictionary. I think we can work with that. Next time we'll do charade, right?
Okay.
Travel charade.
How would you do travel charades with
Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll be right back with more from Janet. All right. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna take art classes. Go back to drawing.
I have a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, so I've been practicing a lot recently.
Okay, you get your active sketch at
Yes,
home.
yes. Oh yeah. I've got the whole spread.
Okay, all right. But seriously, you had this amazing career in Asia, and you made your mark. But then that challenging part of Janet is still fighting now. So you brought your career back to the States. You're making your mark in Hollywood now.
Well,
That's amazing.
I'm making a little etch a sketch.
No.
I'm trying.
No, but
Yes.
for the audience that know you, a lot of people are very happy to see you here. But then there are also viewers from other parts of the world. Tell us what's the process like now?
Well, I feel like you always, I don't know, me, I always want to see what else I can do. So like the challenge, like you said. And I still love traveling. So I am still trying to pursue more and more traveling, but in a different, working with different teams and working in a different environment. And it's just, I love that feeling of starting new. And it's challenging. It's very hard because, you go from a place where people kind of know your name. And then I went to the States for 2 years. I've been trying for 2 years, and it's literally like I'm auditioning for extras. I'm being an extra in a scene, a huge scene. But it's humbling, and it's also a really rewarding experience.
You kind of have to drop everything and
Yes.
And go back to the basics.
Go to the basics. You become a student again. You start fresh. Everything is fresh.
Wow.
And nobody knows you, so there's no basis of anything to judge you on. Like I said, it's very humbling at times when you're just kind of like, can you just please give me a role already? I just want to work. To sometimes going like, okay, this is great. I can start from zero. I can learn from everybody around me, and I love that. I do love that learning part of the challenge.
That's so inspiring, and I think that's part of your charm and your passion for what you do and your willingness to always take on the next challenge. That's what me or many people really love about you.
Thank you. It is frustrating.
But not only that, but your mother. Yeah. You're in the States with George. So there's a bit of a balancing act,
yes,
huh?
Yes. I would say more like a juggling.
Juggling.
Act,
yes.
Yeah.
You're here. You just finished a project here. You've been in Taiwan this time for a couple of weeks, right?
A month.
A month.
Yes.
Wow.
This was a long trip.
Okay.
So I fly back to Taiwan every 2 months or so. And so this is kind of the majority of my work is still here, but I'm still plugging away. I'm still trying to do stuff in Hollywood. And I've been very, very fortunate. I did a 5-process audition for a travel show, a business-based travel show in the States.
Oh, that's right. You have a new show.
Yes.
What's it called?
It's called Offsite Adventures.
Offsite. Okay. And what's it about?
So it's a business-based travel show where I basically go to cities that people go to all the time for business. Yeah. And it's like, what do you do when you're there for 3-4 days and you finally have a day off from work? What can you do? But rather than just go to New York and see Times Square, I show you a very specific and interesting moment or a place or a person in Times Square that a business-minded person might want to know about.
Oh, that's so cool.
It really highlights that one person or that one job or that one, whatever it is, that one entity.
And when does it air? Is it
every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Right.
And it's just online. So
Offsite Adventures.
Offsite Adventures.
Make sure you go and look for that.
Please.
That is so awesome. Janet is really loved by audiences all over. And our music director, or we have a musician on site, Melody. When she heard you were coming, she was so excited, and she's like, "Oh, can we do something for Janet?" And we were just messing around because she's extremely musically talented. So we started putting together some words. The pride of Taiwan.
Can y'all make it really Disney-esque? Because I was the voice of Anna for Frozen.
Oh. You were wow, really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't.
我是安娜公主.
Anna Gongchu. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I want this to be a full-blown musical, okay? I want you to come in and.
Okay. Wow, that's a challenge. If you didn't tell me that, I would.
So I want you to come in and be like, this is Janet.
We're gonna do it. Okay. We're gonna do a bit of a musical kind of a thing. All right.
Really putting you on the spot.
Let's have a couple of chords. We'll give it a try. Through the streets of Taiwan, her adventures unwind with a smile on her face and joy in her mind. From the bustling city to the countryside, she'll capture the essence of Taiwan with pride. Janet, the wanderer, exploring the unknown, and Janet, the traveler, come wander with her. From bustling city to the countryside, she captures the essence of a Taiwan pride. Janet, the traveler, come wander with me. Oh, Janet, the traveler, come wander with her.
Woo! That's awesome!
All right, we have an official Janet song.
I love it.
It's the official Janet. I think we got something there.
I think there's something there.
Let's work on it some more.
Yeah.
And then
we need to animate that.
Yeah, we animate that.
Yeah,
right?
I can picture it already.
Oh,
yeah. I love it.
I see it. I see the images. Anyway, thank you. Did you like the song?
Yes. Thank you very much. I love the melody.
Yeah, melody. Thank you. We make a good team, huh? We can do this. And thank you so much for coming here and come back again.
Okay.
And thank you for watching today's Taipei Tonight. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys. See ya.
Bye.